Hey lovelies, clean the house with me while I gist you how I used Chatgpt to get back £1,350 deposit from our previous landlord. This gist is very auto, so you better grab your popcorn and your coke, sit back and enjoy this hot gist. We did not only get part of our deposit, we got everything back from this UK landlord. Anyway, if you're new here, my name is J, and I'm a registered nurse in the United Kingdom. I'm also registered to practice in the United States of America. Well, yeah, we are still in the UK because a lot of people, I'm tired of you reaching out and saying, are you still in the UK? Have you moved to the US? Can you greet your friend? Your friend has moved to the US. And we are still in the UK. We have not moved, okay? And obviously, anything going on, I'm sharing with you guys. We have visa update that I'll be sharing with you soon. So if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. I share nursing content, lifestyle content, and also videos that I believe you'll find helpful, like this one. So at the moment, my son attends nursery like once in a week because, man, I cannot afford to let my son be gone for too long. So he's only going for once in a week at the moment. So on this day, I had gone to nursery. My husband had gone to work. My sister has also gone to work. So it's literally me at home. And you guys should not believe that I spent the entire day cleaning. Because anyway, because I was shooting, maybe because if I wasn't shooting, maybe it would not be that long. Anyway, that's not the main purpose of this video. The main purpose of this video is to share with you how to get your deposit back from all these UK landlords that always want to not give you deposit back. I don't know what is their problem. They never ever want to give you deposit back. How is this so difficult? How will you be expecting somebody to live in a house for like 2-3 years or even a year, and you expect them to leave the house the same way they entered it? Is it not madness? Are you not a mad person? Because I cannot even understand. It's like I don't even know. It's like UK landlord and Nigerian landlord, they are doing competition of madness, because that is the only logical explanation for this rubbish. I don't even understand how the government allowed them to be doing anyhow. Anyway, this one we decided that when it started to move like that, I said, this time around, I'm gonna show you that's not gonna happen. So if you've been following our journey, you know that when my husband moved to the UK, like around 2020, ending of 2023, right? We were starting a family. So we had to move to a smaller town with cheaper houses so that we can also start getting ready for our new family member, who is now a big boy, by the way. So we moved to Northampton because obviously houses are cheaper there, apartments are cheaper there, and I also got a new job as a band 7 nurse. So we just moved all together. So it was a very good one for us at that time. So it was very dynamic. It was difficult to get a place, so we had to go for a 2-bedroom apartment. Like, it was literally dying minute. I needed to resume so quick, and it was like our last option. And it looked good from outside. It looked good, everything, all the package looked nice. When I met the landlord, he was looking so responsible, so sweet. He even dropped me at the train station after the viewing that night. Not little did we know that this man had a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Hello, if you're a registered nurse and you're interested in migrating to the United States of America or to the United Kingdom to practice, then move closer. I've got great news for you. My name is Nurse MJ, and I'm a registered nurse from Nigeria, currently practicing in the United Kingdom as a Band 7 theater manager. I am also licensed to practice in the United States of America. And based on my experience and the frequently asked questions that I have gotten from internationally educated nurses who have consulted with me in the past, I have put together these two amazing guides: the USRN Comprehensive Guide and the UKRN Comprehensive Guide, to guide you into successfully becoming registered nurses in these two countries. These guides are available to purchase on my website, proudnursehenge.com. As an experienced nurse coach, I also provide one-on-one coaching sessions for either relocation or career coaching. I also provide professional mock interview. To purchase all of these services, kindly visit my website www.proudnursemj.com. I look forward to helping you on this journey. I wish you all the best. Yes. Bye.
This video is so long overdue. I mean, I've had these clips in my drafts for so long. I shot this video initially for Instagram Reel and TikTok, but then I thought, who said I cannot post it on YouTube as well? And that way I can make it longer and share the entire detail with you. Yeah, so when we moved to Northampton, we got a 2-bedroom apartment for 1,150 around NM2, and this apartment looked really old, yeah, but it was the last option that we had, and it was looking nice inside, well maintained, so we thought no problem. So we moved in pretty quick, like very fast. Everything went very fast, and when we moved in, there were a couple of works that needed to be done, but this landlord had a very sweet mouth. And it went on about saying, oh, I know all of this needs to be done, but I promise you, I'm already on it. You won't have to chase me up. And it was reassuring. I was pretty much pregnant, like heavily pregnant at this time. I didn't even have energy to be arguing anything, right? And I needed to also resume my job. So yeah, we went for it, and with the hope that he's gonna fix everything that he has promised to fix. Anyway, guys, 6 months down the line, all of the things that he said he was gonna fix, nothing was done. Anytime we had an issue and we needed things to be sorted, we'll call this man. We tell he's gonna give us one excuse or the other. See, by the way, my husband is not happy that I'm doing this video. It's like, just leave it for now. You're staying in UK, you know, you might need this from him. But guy, I know where you rent, so if I need reference for you at any point in time, you owe me to give it to me. So I don't care. I need to share this because a lot of people have been a victim of these very greedy landlords in the United Kingdom. I mean, why will you want someone to rent their house and for like 12 months or up to like 2-3 years, and you want it to be the same way that you gave it to them? Like, is that not silly? Like, how can that be possible? Like, be logical. Come on. Anyway, see, if you don't know your way in this country, if you don't know the laws, they're gonna do you anyhow. They will chop your face. So yes, I'm doing this voice recording safe. My son is after my life. So you'll be hearing all of his giggles underneath this voice notes. So please bear with us, just bear with us and just take us as we are. So rule number 1, when you're dealing with UK landlords, is very important. Know your rights and know the laws. Like, it's really key. It will make your life so much easier. You don't have to know it by heart. Yeah, you can Google search it. That's why Chatgpt is there to help you. You need to know these things when dealing with these people. Rule number 2, when you move in, take pictures of the place, every damn thing. Take picture of every corner. Take pictures. So, and when you are moving out as well, do the same. All of this will save your life. Like, hey, these are the evidence that you will need to provide when you want to claim your deposit. So please take those pictures, do those videos. This is how YouTube, being a YouTuber and documenting everything, saved us, gave us our money back. Do you know how much £1,350 is? Hey, number 3, when dealing with UK landlord, don't be doing calls. Don't be lazy to chat. Keep records of all the chats and conversations via WhatsApp or via any kind of messaging app, via emails. You need to keep those chats, date stamp, time stamp. Everything needs to be on it. Don't even joke with it. Don't be too lazy to call. If not, this is your money that you are playing with. You are playing with your deposits. You are playing with fire. Rule number 4, which should probably be the number 1 rule, safe. You need to make sure that your landlord protects your deposit under a deposit protection scheme in the United Kingdom. If they don't do it, you can sue them for a claim. They have to do it. It is a legal requirement for them to do it. Rule number 5. Keep things 100% professional between yourself and your landlord. No matter what, they are not your besties, okay? No matter how kind they look or how sweet they seem or how much they converse with you, the relationship, keep it professional, because when things goes out, you know that these people are not your friend, though. Your agency and your landlord, they are not your friends. Please, my darling, do not get carried away by their sweetness. If there's anything you need to report to them formally or via WhatsApp message. Keep a record of it. If they are not doing things that they're supposed to do at the time they're supposed to do it, let them know that you know your rights and you can report them to the Civil Advice Committee. So please always look out for yourself, because these people, they do not care about you. They all care about your money. And forget all these things about it's better to rent from direct landlord or it's better to rent from agency. I have experienced both and they are all the same. So my darling, just know how to deal with them. So if I have missed out any rule, please feel free to share it in the comment section, or let us all learn from this, because this one, not true story. There were several complaints of our landlord not doing repairs that we make to him via email and chat, and he didn't attend to any of them. He just ignored us. At a point, we started feeling like, is this man being racist? Because we had a tenant downstairs, or an occupant downstairs, that if she makes a complaint about anything, maybe something is leaking from our own apartment to our own apartment, this man, and we tell this man, he will run down. If he says it's coming in 5 minutes, it will be there in 5 minutes. But let us flip the screen and flip it to us saying, oh, there's something wrong in the apartment that we need him to urgently come and sort. Maybe it's a heating problem or it's a boiler problem. This man will tell us he will be here in 30 minutes, and in that 30 minutes he will not come, and by the time we call him, he's going to give us an excuse or the other. Like, it's always so obvious that this man is dodgy and is up to something and is up to nothing good. Anyway, we kept enduring it. At a point, I typed email and I made an official complaint to the ombudsman for landlords and tenants or something in the UK, and they were asking for a whole lot of requirement. And my husband just said, you know what, just leave him alone. We're going to just leave his apartment for him. Do you understand that? My husband is just someone that he doesn't like to drag things. He doesn't like to fight. He doesn't like to argue. He just likes to just, do things diplomatically and leave. And my husband at a point used to think that this man is nice. I'll be the one telling him, babe, I've been in this country for so long to know that these people are not nice. So please don't think he's our friend, because he is definitely not one. So I always keep things straight with him. I smile with him, but I'm detailing things down in emails and in our WhatsApp chat, because I just suspected that this man was going to try us at the end of this tenancy. So when we saw that it wasn't fixing nothing, and I'm like, I've had enough of this thing, I've had enough of this rubbish, I just said, at the end of this tenancy, or once we get a place that we like, we're just going to move out without notice. And this man agreed and said, we are agreed that this apartment has a lot of works to be done. We cannot do it, so we're going to advise that you leave so that we can do all the work. So he said, no problem, no problem. Time to leave. Problem starts. So as soon as we got a place and we've been clear that we could get it, we notified this landlord about it, and he said no problem. We gave him the day that we were going to be final day that we're going to be moving out, and for him to come and pick up his keys, and he said no wala. Time for him to come and pick up keys, he said he wasn't in town, but because we already told him that where we got was within town, so he said he was going to pick it up on a later date. So we said no wala. We went ahead with our own plans regardless. Yes. So guys, when you first of all move to a place in UK, majority, there's some places that you can get without having to pay deposit, but majority of UK landlords, for your safety and for their own safety as well, they always ask for, you know, a deposit, which is usually like your 5 weeks rent. Remember I said we were paying 1,150 as the main rent, so with an extra 1 week it was around 1,350 pounds, which we didn't mind, because for me, I see a deposit as savings, helping me to save money. So that was how much we paid in deposit. And at this time, our landlord kept it under a deposit protection scheme, and you will have to log in. It will give you the details of the registration, then you have to log in so that you can have your own record of it. And at the end of your tenancy, or when you leave the place, the landlord will check the apartment and all of that, and they will release your deposit, or you can actually apply for the release of your deposit with the deposit protection scheme, whichever one the landlord has put your deposit. It's like insuring your deposit. We collected our deposit back with interest that it had accumulated interest of, I think, £12 in a year. So there are terms and conditions in your tenancy agreement that are reasonable and you should keep, and there are some that are unreasonable and the expectations are just very wide. And this is where you need to know what the law says, what the rules, and what are your rights. Okay, so you need to process that tenancy agreement, process it, let Chatgpt process it for you and let you know what are the things that you absolutely need to keep, because they always make it very bogus, so you need to filter through it. Okay, they used to write certain things in that tenancy agreement which you cannot read everything, so you need to process it to Chatgpt, let it summarize it for you first of all, so that when you are fighting this battle, you are fighting with the right weapons. So when we left the place, we made sure that we did like a regular cleaning, because I've had experience with landlords and I know that they are never satisfied with your own cleaning. They always want one professional cleaning or something, and I don't have energy for that. So I'm always open to actually giving them money to get whatever professional cleaning they want to do, but at least we do the basic sensible cleaning. Okay, we clean our communal areas where possible, we clean the living room, you hoover, just regular cleaning, just do a standard regular cleaning, which was what we did. Okay, and then we made sure that we emptied the bin, all those sort of cleaning, and we handed the keys to the landlord. Another thing that we did were places that were on the walls that actually broke, that was our fault. We made sure that we filled and we painted it, but not so much, because according to the UK laws, there are expected wears and tears, especially after 12 months of tenancy. Okay, so there are expected wears and tears, and a lot of things you will find out that they are under expected wears and tears. Our landlord, when we left and he got the keys, we were expecting him to let us know about, or maybe we need to pay for cleaning, and if he wasn't satisfied with the cleaning that we did, and that was the highest thing I was expecting from him, only for him to come back and see there was a burnt on the carpet, and he was charging us about £200 for that. Painting and decoration, and so it was quoting us around £850 for that. Sure, you guys are counting it though. £850 plus £200, is that not already £1,050? Remember, our deposit is £1,350. There was another cleaning and whatever, it was quoting us around £600. So at the end of it, you are actually owing him money, because our deposit is £1,350, but you already quote us around £650. All this ridiculous money. I was like, where is this man saying all this from? Where is this man asking this money? And I was telling my husband that, guy, you will see that when we are leaving, this man, my spirit is telling me that he's going to try us with our deposit. And my husband will say, I don't think like that now. I don't think so. It's not that bad. I say, okay, now watch and see. So when it all started playing out, I'm like, you see, the email we saw was very funny. First of all, he was expecting a communal area to be sparkling clean, somewhere that we have left for about almost a week before he came to collect key. Communal area. So where is your evidence that we did not clean it? Because we took all records of everything. That's why I mentioned mentioned all the rules earlier. We took records of everything. You must have thought that we did not have records. Do you get? Because we were a quiet couple, always letting him have his way. Did not know that it was my husband that was preventing me. Anyway, immediately we got that email from him. Waited some time. I was about typing it and using my own idea of the laws and everything. I just thought, Chatgpt, why I disgrace myself? I just copied the entire email that we got from him, put it on Chatgpt, and I asked Chatgpt to give me a professional, concise as 10 response, quoting UK laws and stating the things that we will not be giving back or we have to give back. Guys, Chatgpt, I give you power. You know, the things that I did not even know, the kind of comprehensive response that Chatgpt gave us for everything that is said. Well, I think first of all, before I did that, I first of all told Chatgpt that tell us our chance, the probability of winning this claim for deposit, and Chatgpt told us everything, each by each, that this one, things that we don't know, we are not going to pay for, even the things that we were thinking that we will pay for, Chatgpt told us that no, they are expected ways and tears. And that's how we analyzed the email, and I sent a response back to the landlord based on what Chatgpt had given us. So after analyzing the response that Chatgpt gave us back to our landlord, I then checked the things that we are happy to pay for, like the carpet. We were happy to negotiate it down to half of the original because it's already used. It is not new. Cannot prove to us that it is new. And it was very, very small scratch, guys, like very negligible. You won't even see it unless someone calls your attention to it or use a microscope. So we agreed that we're going to negotiate that price because there's no way we are paying £200 for we are paying for a whole new carpet. And then we agreed that we're going to pay for cleaning, professional cleaning. Even though it did not do professional cleaning, we are convinced that it did not do professional cleaning because we had an issue when we moved in, and that proved to us that because we were seeing cobwebs everywhere, there were soaps, combs and everything, that I had everything recorded, right? And there were evidence that it did not do professional cleaning of that place before we moved in. So we told him that although he did not do it, but we were happy to pay certain reasonable amount for him. I think we negotiated, we said we were happy to pay maybe around £200 or £300. But for any other thing, because we complained to him about mold and he did nothing about it. If the mold situation in the house is due to, structural faults, like maybe the windows are not opening properly and bits and all of that, then the landlord has to, like, the burden of proof lies on the landlord, and it's already obvious that it was because of structural reasons, which we reported via emails and via chat, and we had evidence of that, and it did nothing about. As a matter of fact, our eating rate increased so much because the windows were not closing properly. So during winter we struggled with our bills because we were running so high on eating because windows were not shutting properly, and this man did nothing about it. I was going to report that to ombudsman, and my husband just told me to leave him. In fact, I should have gone ahead if I knew he was going to pull this kind of stunt, I would have reported him and claimed money for all those mold and exposure that he risks our health to, But yeah, we just agreed that, okay, we'll pay you for carpet and we'll pay you for cleaning, and we're looking at around maybe like £300, right? Guess what, guys? This man responded back to our email and said, for the mood, this and that, even though we provided all the evidence. We told him that we have evidence of all of this conversation with him. He said, because the mood, let's bygones be bygones. I'm happy to cut down. Okay, let's just cut down. And then guess what he cut down to? From 1,650, this man said he will collect, I think, 1,250. No, he's happy to give us £250. That means he's taking 1,100, and then that was it for me. I said, that's done. Like, there's no point having or trying to have reasonable conversation with this guy, or reasonable, arrangement or whatever with this guy. I am paying no dime to him, and I'm ready to make my claim through the deposit scheme. So we went ahead and filed to get back our deposit from the deposit scheme, which is where all of the things I've told you earlier, like having your evidence, having all of the tenancy agreement, wasn't it, how the landlord has failed to meet his legal, responsibilities, everything how he failed to do repairs, all of the things that are in the house that were faulty that he did not fix, how you were making complaints back to back, your proof of when you moved to the apartment and your proof of when you moved out, how you met things, how you left things. They will need you to provide everything. They will judge, and the conversations that you had with the landlord, the emails, they will need you to provide everything, and you need to provide everything with timestamps. When you're on your chart, there will be timestamps showing on top of each chart, like the date and the time that you even sent those things. Everything. When you take pictures, there will be record of it. Take a screenshot of it from your phone. There will be info that will show when these pictures were taken. All of this information, you need to provide it when you're making your claim. And at the end of it, guys, we that were even willing to still give him around £300, he got nothing. This man was even trying to gaslight us and saying deposit will take a while, and if he puts a claim through, he will even get all the money without giving us anything. We said no problem, now we're ready to wait. Maybe it's my money. I prefer for the deposit scheme to keep the money than for you to have it, and I'm ready to wait. Deposit protection, after about 2 weeks or thereabouts, they got back to us and they sent back all our money. Like, all our money. They didn't even give him a dime. The only amount we agreed to give him was the extra days that we stayed in the apartment. We paid for that, and that was the only thing. We didn't pay for any carpet, we didn't pay for any painting, we didn't pay for any decor, any cleaning, nothing. We got all our money back, apart from the only rent that we paid for. Everything. And this is why I keep telling people, you need to fight. You can only fight when you know you're right. So please, I hope that you find this video helpful. There's a whole lot of people that are my friends that have shared their experiences with landlord. What has been your experience as well? And the people that have even lived like 2-3 years and they got all their deposits back. They just want to rip you off. When they see that you're an immigrant, they think that they can just do you anyhow, they can just treat you anyhow. And because we were really quiet through all the treatment that he was putting us through, he thought he could do anyhow, he thought he could get away with it. But we proved to him that we are just quiet for you. Does not mean that we don't know what we are doing. And thanks to Chatgpt that helped us to even fight this in a very sweet and painful way for him. So guys, make sure you use Chatgpt. There's a whole lot you can do with it, and I use the free version. You don't even have to use the paid version. It was completely the free version. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you found it helpful, feel free to share it with your friends. Drop your questions and share your experience in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Love you. Bye. Please feel free to drop it in the comment section, and myself or any other person will respond to you and help you out. And if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly subscribe. I'm sorry if this video doesn't seem like the aesthetically pleasing or that kind of video that you like to watch, but I told you that this was not what I planned to do with it before. I hope that you enjoyed it anyway. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Bye. Please don't forget to subscribe.